Honest, YouTube. First say signing back in here. Happy now. All is now to give to be in the presence. Okay, it is currently moon day in space and location where I'm at. I'm influenced by the fluid of Mama Moon. Okay, and why do I call it Mama Moon? Why do I call the moon mother? Okay, this is gonna be a deep video. This is gonna be deep. Okay, deep yet surface level at the same time. Okay, so clearly, if you're spiritually inclined, you know, as above, so below. Okay, so we look up at these planets, we see these planets. Okay, and back then, I say back then, but all is now. So past, future, past, it's all in the present. This is why I always say why I'm staying in the present, and all is now. And the feminine side from the right brain, if you're looking at time from the right brain, it's just now. Okay, my Mercury is in Capricorn in the feminine sign, so my perception on time would be now. Okay, so I stay in the present. But going back in time in my now, if we want to look at his story instead of my story, okay, so this is when beings were looking up at the stars, at the sky, and seeing planets such as the moon and calling it Selena, Luna. Okay, so this is a name for the moon, Selena. That's another moon. This is what we called the moon back then, Selena and Luna. Okay, this is why when we have a lunar eclipse, we say lunar eclipse, lunar. If you look at the word lunar, we can shape the etymology and call it Luna. Okay, so Luna, this is the word, is what we were calling the moon, Luna and Selena. Okay, so the moon clearly carries a feminine energy, okay, on this earth realm, which is feminine as well, has this feminine, this nurturing type energy. Okay, so moon being dealing with carrying waters. Okay, also pushing and pulling the tides on this earth realm, like I said, okay, in one of my videos. This is why, okay, they say there is about 70% water on this earth realm. Okay, well, that should tell you that since there's more of a percentage of water on earth, that means water is on earth and earth is not on water, meaning, okay, I'm just highlighting the importance of us having more H2O in this influence that we're being influenced by. Influid. So just looking at the word itself, influence, influid. So I can't stress it enough. We are in fluid. Okay, so this is Monday, so this is the day that I do things that are catering to my moon, just like as within, so without. Okay, and when we look at the moon, we have beings who are spiritually inclined who do let's say moon rituals, and when we hear this word ritual, I want to alchemize the perception on ritual as well. So ritual is not just something that you listen to the word and you have a negative connotation to it and a negative perception on it, thinking, oh, there's rituals every day. When you go to church, that is a ritual. Whatever you're doing, you have your own rituals that you make as a spirit. Everything that you do, the rituals happen every day between organizations. Okay, so a ritual is just let's say a daily routine, something that's a routine to you and your spirit, something that only you, as what as for your individual space, is what's what puts you in the right space spiritually. We can say that's a ritual. Okay, so yeah, main thing I want to say, like, the moon is your true mother as a spirit. I'm talking on a spiritual realm because I only see frequency, vibration, and energy. Okay, I reside on the fourth, fifth, sixth dimensional perspective. Okay, so my perception goes past the perception of a mundane 3D being. So if you reside on a 3D perspective, my perception goes past that. Okay, so let's say the moon is your true mother. Okay, the moon is your true mother as a spirit, simply because, as spirits, this is where we come through, to, pick up a human vessel, not just a human vessel, but any vessel in this realm of reality we call the earth realm. Okay, simply because looking at the word moon, okay, it carries water, it holds memory. Water holds memory, okay, on the moon. Okay, so, yeah, water holds memory, and the moon as an individual soul, we could say, is where your memory, aka your Akashic records, aka your Merkaba as an individual spirit, is at. So when you choose, that's your memory, your experiences based on all the incarnations you've had as a soul. Okay, that's where your memory is at. Not just on this life, but you've lived many lives. You do not only live once. Okay, you don't only have one life. No, as a spirit, you've had many lives. Okay, so you don't only have one life. Okay, so we could say the moon is your Akashic records, aka your memory bank. Okay, moon, mood, womb. Moon being the physical representation of, let's say, the feminine energy. Okay, we could say me being a male, I'm the physical representation of the sun, aka masculine energy on this earth realm. We can look at a woman and say she's the physical representation of the moon on this earth realm. Okay, hence why as spirits, we come through, from our space, our soul come through the moon into this vessel, and we repeat the process. Once you pick the vessel, okay, from your soul, you choose the vessel you want to go into, okay, then you do that. Okay, so from I'm showing you this from the frequency realm. I'm showing you how this happens from the frequency realm, but now I'm in the energy realm. So now I'm showing you this on a first, second, and third dimension. When we're talking about the first, second, and third dimension, I'm talking about microscopic level, micro. Okay, so when I'm talking about outside, okay, when I'm looking outside and I'm talking about the external planets, I'm talking about macro. That would be the macro, okay, from outside. But from inside, I'm talking about the micro. So when we look at a microscope, when we go within the womb man, when we have the technologies we have to look inside the womb man, okay, we can see, how everything works within on a micro level, and how, let's say, the fetus of the baby is, born. We can see how, the sperm cell, the race to the egg. We can see all the biology. Okay, now we're talking about biology. Okay, so this is biology, from astrology to astronomy to biology. Okay, so now we're talking about biology. Okay, so yeah, once you choose that specific sperm cell based on your vibes, your thoughts and emotion, your state of being you were residing on as just your space. Once you chose that, okay, and you chose the vessel to go into, You chose a specific sperm cell, and this is what I was talking about in one of my spirit talks. And then, you know, you meet the egg, and then you have this, you know, you are able to, you know, take up a human vessel in this 3D realm that you see here. But there's a total of 9 dimensions, okay? And what you need to make it plain and simple, we just need to understand that this is the constant pattern, and this is what's happening repeatedly. This is what you're doing as a spirit. Birth, life, death. Birth, life, death. As a spirit, this is what you're doing on all dimensions. You know? So, yeah, this is you as a spirit get birth into this you get birth from the moon. Your spirit comes from the moon and into the lights, from the no thing, from the darkness into the lights. We could look at the moon as a negative charge. We can look at the sun as the positive. Moon being yin, sun being yang, okay? And we could say your spirit being the no thing, sitting in the middle, controlling the two. This is how you can control your sun sign, and you can control your moon sign, okay? So, yeah. So we have this knowledge, just, you know, me putting this out there, because realizing that we have this knowledge and wisdom on astrology, and this is our knowledge as a soul group. Astrology is just the spiritual forecast, okay, what's going on. You know, we have this knowledge, and this is our knowledge. This is not just one person claiming, saying this is their knowledge. No, this is our knowledge, and we have this, and we're using the wisdom of this knowledge, okay? So to have knowledge on this and not use it would not be wise from my perspective. So, yes, as a soul group, this is the knowledge we have, and, you know, just letting you know, like, this is, the moon is your true mother. So when let's look at the scriptures, and, you know, look at the Christian way. They would say, oh, honor your mother and honor your father. Okay? That's all I am doing. You know, looking at it from an inner standpoint, you know, from going within, if you just realize that the sun is, when they say father, is just another name for lights, another name for Jesus, another name for yang, the light, what you can see. Honor your mother, just another name, you know, for, you know, let's say yin, moon. Let's say, yeah, receiving has to be balanced. You know, this is just a way of saying balance, having, you know, let's say giving, but being able to receive. You know, like I'm doing now. I'm using my sun sign. I'm giving, and you with your moon are receiving. You know, I honor the gods. You know, as above, so below. Let's just say these planets. Let's just say these stars. Every time I upload, I'm recognizing the stars. You know, simply because, you know, that's just as above, so below. That's what all this shit is. You know, so. And the more I come closer to this, the more videos I upload, I realize, you know, the more information that I gain, you know. The more I put out information, the more the universe gives me information, you know, and have more of an understanding to make my moon, my inner world, a lot more better, comfortable, okay? So, first day signing out, catch you next now. Your moon is your true mother. You come from the moon. No matter what vessel you pick up, your soul comes from the moon, okay? So, first day sign out, catch you next now.